Travis, you know, from a player, it can be tough to go down every single time, especially when you're playing some up-tempo teams and not kind of rush into shots. You just got to be patient and find what's best.
Yeah, you have to play your game. You can't let anyone get you out of there, and that's what teams that want to get up and press, they want to force you to play faster than you want to. And for Carmi, that's not really a recipe for success if they're going to sit there and continuously push the ball. It'll work in stretches, but overall, Carmine's got to slow the pace down and get things they want going to the basket instead of just get the ball off the court, one pass, shot, or one pass, try to drive in there and throw up some crazy shot, and then they get going to the other end. So Carmine's just got to play their game and can't let them take them out of their game plan.
These two teams met last season here at the DuQuoin tip-off. Herrin won that game by 10. Herrin eventually went on to win the tournament. Carmi got second place. And with a different format this year, this game actually really does mean a chance to go to the championship game. Murfreesboro just defeated Cairo about 15 minutes ago, so they are 3-0. They're going to play for the championship tomorrow at 3:30, and the winner of this will play Murfreesboro tomorrow at 3:30. Loser will play the winner of tonight's game between DuQuoin and Chester, so a chance for Carmi to see another team tomorrow they don't normally see on the schedule, a non-conference matchup. But what's at stake now is the Herrin Tigers, coached by Sailor Shirts. Travis, last 3 years been kind of a dynasty run for Herrin, a talented team. It stinks for them. They're up in 3A in terms of postseason because they haven't had much postseason success, but back-to-back EHT championships. They won this tournament a couple years in a row as well, and a lot of returners from last year's team playing tonight.
Yeah, they have about 3 or 4 or 5 returning heavily minutes players that have had a lot of varsity experience, kind of like Carmi. Carmi only has really 3 with heavy varsity experience, well, 4 counting Trey Dixon, but they have about 5 or 6 that have had heavy varsity minutes, and that's what happens when you're a bigger school and you can go 9, 10 deep like they did last year, and that really caused a problem last year. Let's see how that affects Carmi this year with how deep Herrin goes.
Starters for Carmi, they're going to go with the same group they had back on Tuesday. It is Cade Stockton getting his second career varsity start, the 6-foot junior. Also Gavin Holloman, a 6'2 junior, along with Mitchell Edwards, a 6'6 junior, Landon Driscoll, a 6'3 senior, and Trey Dixon rounded out the 6-foot senior. So for Kevin Wolf, that's Holloman, Edwards, Driscoll, Stockton, and Dixon, as they are introducing the starting 5 for the Herrin Tigers. They are going to have, help me out here, Travis. So we got number 11, Jackson Falkenberry. He is a 5'11 freshman in the lineup for, or is that number 10?
Number 10.
I'm blind. Excuse me, I'm blind. Number 10, Keegan Weber, 6'3 senior. That's more like it. Getting the start for the Tigers tonight. Also, as well as 22, Jonathan Harrison, 21, Kyrie Slukins. Both are returning starters from last season. Also in there, I believe, number 13, Xavier Williams. And number 0, which is going to be Carter McCree. So Herrin graduated quite a bit last year. You know, Hayden Mayer, he was an all-state player, a phenomenal fundamental guy for them. But they bring back a lot of their athleticism from last year's squad. You know, Lukens and Harrison, the two you really can't go without mentioning. Harrison being their do-it-all point guard, or Lukens being their do-it-all point guard. Harrison, the big guy down low, he saw a couple of dunks this week.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting matchup for Carmi. Really good in terms of size, matching up well.
Herrin wins the tip. They're going left to right in their home whites. Carmi going to go right to left here in the first half in their road maroon uniforms. Underway here in this semifinal, as you could call it. Winner goes to the championship game tomorrow. Right off the bat, a three-point shot on the left top from Xavier Williams. 3-0 Herrin.
Yeah, pick and roll offense, switched it, and then ended up with a flare screen on the other side of the court. It's a tough start for Carmi.
Cade Stockton throws one down, though that pass was tipped and taken away by Weber. Into the front court come the Tigers. Williams near corner Harrison, and he couldn't corral that pass. He turns it over. Ball goes back to Carmi. We see, Travis, what Herrin wants to do, a lot like Sparta back on Monday. They want to run and go fast.
Yeah, they want to get the ball and get to the other end and score as quickly as possible. They want to turn this game into a track meet.
They're going to apply some full court pressure as well. And Driscoll able to break it by himself. Gets it over to Dixon now in the near corner to Mitchell Edwards. Back to Driscoll. Three-point shot on the way. Short. Rebound going to be grabbed by Weber. Loose ball. Still loose. Herrin has it now. The Tigers come the other way. Here comes Lukens. Lucan trying to get past Dixon. His shot dumped off. No, it was a pass taken away by Mitchell Edwards. Now Edwards into the front court, and he will draw the foul. That one is going to be against Keegan Weber.
And if you're Carmine, you don't really want to, one pass, get the ball to the floor, break the press, and launch a three.
Well, we saw Carmine kind of fall into that trap on Monday, playing a fast Sparta team. Bulldogs kind of got ahead of themselves a little bit, maybe going a little bit too fast. Can't try to counteract with this Herrin speed. You got to try to go at your own pace. Holloman gets inside, picks up his dribble, and we're going to call a charge. Offensive foul against Gavin. He must have pushed off when he was driving in.
Yeah, use that off arm a little bit.
The old MJ against the Jazz. So Gavin picks up his first. One foul aside here with 6:45 to go in the first quarter. 3-0 Herrin. Williams walks it across the timeline. He's guarded by Driscoll. Now on the far side, Williams with it. Williams dribbles to his right. Bounce pass, Harrison left elbow. Harrison squares up. Near corner, Williams. Thought about a three. Now puts it on the floor. Edwards switches on to him. They got a mismatch with Holloman guarding Harrison in the post. They want to go there, but he doesn't. Then Driscoll takes it away. Carmine defense looking much better the last couple possessions.
They're doing a good job at taking away the first pass when they pick up the dribble.
Driscoll picks up his dribble, now goes to Mitchell Edwards between the circles. 6:10 to play here in the first quarter, 3-0 Herrin. Driscoll dribbling to his left, now it's Gavin Holloman left top. Gavin looking, Trey Dixon top of the key, guarded there by Weber. Now back left side to Holloman, who scored 22 points back on Tuesday. Edwards top of the key, ball above his head, jab step, dribbling to his right, and a foul going to be called on Harrison. Travis, on the way here, we were talking about the matchup between these two teams last year, and Carmine was able to get in the bonus early, helped them really stay in the game. I think Bryce Connor shot 14 free throws in that game. Carmine's got to find their way to the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, and that means they got to get things going to the basket. Right now, Carmine's just running around the perimeter, just passing the ball around the three-point arc, not really getting anything going inside.
Driscoll on the right top now at Holloman. He thought about a catch-and-shoot three. Over to Edwards as Carmine has really slowed things down. On cue, Edwards fires a three, and he can't hit. Herrin coming the other way. Here's Kyrie's Lukens driving inside. Dumps it off now in the far corner. Weber fires a three. It's no good. Loose rebound controlled by the Tigers with McCree. And a second chance here for Herrin. 5:20 to play here in the first quarter. Just 3-0 Herrin on top.
Carmine's got to take advantage of Herrin's misses. They're going to be few and far between tonight.
Williams in the post to Harrison, guarded by Driscoll. Back to Weber, left wide open for three. And you just can't leave anybody wide open for the black and orange. Weber hits it, 6-0 Tigers. 5 minutes to go here in the first as they keep their full court pressure applied, and a great pass from Driscoll to Stockton. Now Dixon, who lays it in through the contact. Nice job by Carmine breaking the press.
Yeah, 3 passes, and all it takes to break a zone press like that. Good job there.
Williams gets inside, reverse layup won't go. Harrison bodied Stockton on the rebound, but no foul. Carmine comes the other way, down 6-2, 4.5 to play here in the first.
Carmine's going to have to keep on working that inside attack. And
wide open three for Holloman. Can't blame him for shooting it. There was nobody near him, and he missed it. And it goes out of bounds. Ball goes back over to Herrin. Carmine's done a better job at controlling things on the offensive end. Like we said, you don't want to make this a track meet because Herrin's going to win it. You got to try to slow things down and play at your own pace.
Yeah, they're doing a good job at taking care of the basketball, but they're not really doing a good job at getting things going to the basket. They're settling for a lot of outside shots.
Weber on the left top driving in. Now fades away at the free throw line and got that shot to go in. Keegan Weber's got 5. 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 8-2. Herrin on top. Dixon to the front court. Stockton. Now it's Holloman. Holloman to the basket. Goes into the contact. Wow, no foul. Now Harrison throws it up to Williams, who's got a guy in front of him. He'll pull up for a mid-range jumper and hit. 5 points for Williams, 5 points for Weber, and just like that, Herrin's got an 8-point lead. 10-2 with 3:47 to play here in the first quarter as Kevin Wolf calls his first timeout. It's brought to you by Rush Appliance. We'll take one as well. Back in 30 seconds.
Looking for a hard-working truck?
You got to score. Like, you can't come up empty-handed.
Well, they're passing the ball around the three, and they're not. Somebody cuts to the basket, they know they're not throwing it in there.
Defensively, they're not
15.
doing bad.
No, they're playing well on defense. Offense, dude, they're not doing anything. They're just passing around.
Stand by.
3/4 or 1-ton Chevy or GMC only at Rice Motor Company in Carmine.
.347 to play here in the first quarter as Kevin Wolf calls his first timeout that was brought to you by Rush Appliance. Take time. It's time. Let me restart. If it's time to rethink your furniture and appliances, it's time to think Rush Appliance in Carmine Fairfield. Bulldogs trail 10-2 here in the first quarter, breaking the Herrin full court press as Driscoll gets it across the timeline. Driscoll looks over the defense on the left top. Bounce pass over between the circles to Gavin Holloman. Gavin looks, bounce pass to Dixon. Dixon goes left top to Edwards. Guarded there by Weber. Now on the near side, Driscoll. Pick and roll with Edwards. Poked away by Williams and stolen away by the Tigers. We're going to get a jump ball call with the arrow favoring Carmine. You know, Travis, what we said during the break is defensively, Carmine's not doing bad, but just empty-handed on offense too much.
Yeah, you got to be able to score with this Herrin team. There's been really great defense played on the other end, and they're still making some tough shots like that 15-foot fadeaway. So you're going to have to score with them if you want to be in this game.
Dixon, Wonderl picks it up. Now it's Driscoll on the right top. He gets inside. Euro step finger roll good for Landon Driscoll. His first basket. Carmine back within 6, 10-4. 3:07 to play here in the first quarter. Lukens near side, Williams near corner. They go to Weber. Herrin is not going to go very deep. Just 10 guys on the roster. They're dressed up tonight. Kyrie Lukens left wing three. Herrin hits another. Kyrie Lukens from downtown. The Herrin lead is 9, 13-4. Holloman back to Driscoll into the front court. Splits defenders. Driscoll dumps it off to Stockton, who hits the layup. And Sailor Shirts not too happy about that. He will call a 30-second timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here with 2:37 to play in the first quarter. And Travis, you need to see a little bit of that. You're going to get some open looks on the press break. But then again, you know, Carmine, Herrin's on a team you can beat. First 1 to 40. It's got to be a shootout. You've got to hit shots offensively.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to hold this team. This team is too talented offensively, as they've proven that all 5 guys on the court, they got about 5 guys on the court. They can stretch the floor with their distance shooting or slash inside and make some crazy tough acrobatic shots. So Carmine's going to have to be able to put the ball in the basket at a higher clip than they have to start the game.
2:37 to play here in the first quarter. 13-6, Herrin in front after that Rush Appliance timeout. Kyrie Lukens into the front court. Now it's Weber on the right top. They go to Harrison. He gets it to Lukens here near side, guarded by Driscoll. Dribbles it once. Now it's Williams with the crossover, guarded by Edwards. Back near side to Lukens. Step back three on the way. Short. Rebound in the hands of Mitchell Edwards. He's trying to push it. Now he pulls it out. Got to get the ball to a guard as he's double teamed, but luckily they call a foul against Herrin. Third foul on the Tigers here in the first quarter. And Edwards got lucked out right there.
That's the one thing you do not want to do. Dribble it just on the other side of the timeline and pick the ball up right against that corner.
2:10 to play here in the first quarter. 13-6, Carmine trailing Herrin. Driscoll goes left, now back right, into the hands of Trey Dixon now. Dixon, left top Stockton, now left side Driscoll. Jab step, wanted to go baseline, cut off by Lukens, tried to go behind the back, taken away by Harrison. Harrison one-on-one with Edwards, lays it in. They're just so fast to get the other way, you turn it over.
Yeah, you make one mistake and they're going to take advantage.
Dixon picks up his dribble, now a bounce pass to Driscoll to get into the front court, but Driscoll with a carrying violation and a turnover. And if you're Carmine, it's going to be tough to not let this lead grow and grow. Down by 9.
And you can't turn the ball over. That's just going to make it even worse.
90 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. 15-6, Herrin with the lead and the ball. Lukens drives baseline, gets past Driscoll, hit the shot, and one. Kyrie Lukens, one of the fastest players in Southern Illinois as far as with the basketball and quickness, getting past the defender, and he showed it right there.
Yeah, with or without the ball, I think he's probably up there as one of the fastest basketball players in Southern Illinois. and you blink, you miss him.
17-6. Herrin with the lead here in the first. Free throw there by Lukens, no good as Holloman grabs the rebound. Carmi really needs a couple of baskets here in the final 80 seconds of the first quarter. Holloman goes near side to Dixon. Trey looking. Drives baseline, trying to get past Weber. Now picks it up. Stockton over on the right side. Driscoll. Driscoll dribbles in. Near corner back to Dixon. He'll drive baseline. Picks up his dribble. Driscoll top of the key. 3 on the way. Got the roll. Ka-ching. A first bank three-pointer for Landon Driscoll. Carmi back with an 8 at 17-9.
That shot hit every part of the rim.
Yes. Didn't think it was going to roll in. 45 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 17-9, Herrin in front. Lukens in the far corner. Top of the circle, Weber. Now left side, Lukens. Now in the far corner with it is Williams. Williams looking over the defense. Now dribbles right. Now it's Lukens. 30 seconds to play here in the first. Weber here near corner. Now it's Williams on the right top. Cross-court pass to McCray. They get the ball in the post, tipped away. Williams tipped it to himself. Now it's Harrison. Now Weber puts the shot up. They're going to call a shooting foul, count the basket. Weber just caught it in the lane, threw it up, drew the fouls. It was kind of a chaotic scene in the post. It's going to result in a three-point play for Herrin.
And if you're Carmi, you can't allow those extra opportunities to go Herrin's way. You got to be fighting for the rebounds a little harder than that.
19-9. It will stay that score as Weber missed the free throw. 17 seconds to go here in the first quarter. As Driscoll walks it across the timeline. Now 10 seconds. Bounce pass near side, Holloman. 8 seconds. Gavin Lux near corner at Stockton. 5 seconds. Back to Holloman. Nobody wants it. Edwards takes it. 2 seconds. It's poked away with 7/10 of a second. I don't think Carmi knew the situation there.
Yeah. Mitchell Edwards looked at this side for the clock instead of looking on that side. I don't think he knew what they were doing. He's kind of playing pitch and catch back and forth, the ball in the wing.
Got enough time for a catch and shoot here. Dixon into Driscoll, and he just shucks one and will go out of bounds. All Tigers there in the first quarter. Herrin leads it 19-9. We go to the second quarter back in 1 minute on 97.3 WRUL.
Looking for a hard-working truck? Look no further than Rice Motor Company in Carmi. Scott Rice here. We have 10 new 24 Chevrolet and GMC 3/4 and 1-ton trucks in stock. Gas and diesel, pecan.
We're on pace for my score by half.
We have them in stock. Need that tax write-off for the end of the year? Hurry in and select the 3/4 ton and 1-ton Chevy or GMC that works best for you. Selection is limited, so hurry in and choose your 3/4 or 1-ton Chevy or GMC only at Rice Motor Company in Carmi.
There's only so much time in the day. That's why People's National Bank makes banking easy and convenient with PNB To Go mobile banking. PNB To Go allows you to deposit checks, pay bills, transfer money between accounts,
15,
view your statements, turn your debit card off and on, and much more, all on your smartphone. It truly is banking at your fingertips with
Stand by.
PNB To Go mobile banking. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
Big thanks to Haley Winkleman back at the WRUL studio. Cole Carter, Travis Black with you as Carmi trails Herrin 19-9 at the end of the first quarter. Travis, pretty much all Tigers. I mean, what they shoot there in that first quarter?
They shot 8 of 12. That's 67%. Yeah. And that you'll take that for any type of stretch. At half, 5-minute stretches, quarter.
It's a high-scoring team. They always have been in these last few years. Bulldogs in a hole early. Herrin has the ball to start the quarter. They go in the post of the big man Harrison. He goes right at Edwards. Good job by Mitchell. Went straight up, blocked the shot. Carmi comes the other way. They've done a good job against Harrison in the post. You can tell it's been their priority. Dixon left top. Now it's Edwards between the circles. He dribbles left. Now back to his right. Over to Cade Stockton on the right side. Cade looks. Left top to go to Merrick Milhorn, who checked in. Catch and shoot. 3 for Mitchell Edwards. And he got it. A first bank three-pointer for Mitchell Edwards. That now ties him with Tyler Schote for second all-time in Carmi-White County history. A tough shot there for Edwards.
Yeah, it's a really tough shot. We need a couple more of these to cut into this Herrin lead.
19-12, Tigers in front. Miscommunication leaves a man open. Now it's Williams who fires a 3. Too hard. Good box out by Edwards. and he grabs the rebound. Tip your cap to Mitchell and how he's played defensively against Harrison in the post.
Yeah, it's a good matchup down there. Harrison's a load, being 6'5" and as athletic as he is.
They're similar height-wise, but Harrison definitely more of a true post player. Edwards definitely more of a shooter, obviously. Edwards drives in. Now it's Cade Stockton left top. Milhorn top of the key over on the right side. Trey Dixon. Dixon looks. Far corner, it's Edwards. He'll dribble to his left. Hands it back off to Dixon. Or correction, Driscoll with it now. Driscoll stops, picks up his dribble, and try to get rid of it. Turnover. Taken away by Lukens. One-on-one with Edwards at the basket. And one. Carmi coaches can't believe the foul, as Lukens just went right at Edwards, hit the shot and one. As the referee said, he got him on the arm. Grows the Herrin lead back to 9 at 21-12. Free throw for Lukens. Missed it. Rebound, Edwards. 21-12. Tigers in front, 6:19 to play here in the second quarter. Driscoll across the timeline, hands it off to Stockton. Stockton picks up his dribble. Now it's Edwards in front of the Herrin bench. Edwards dribbles left, guarded by Harrison. Now goes left top to Milhorn. Merrick looked, handed off back to Driscoll. Carmi looks a little bit lost offensively. Step back three for Driscoll! Yes! Landon Driscoll, ka-ching, a first bank three-pointer. And the Bulldogs are within 6, 21-15. Got to create your own shot sometimes.
Yeah, he shot that one from about 27 feet. If I'm coach, I'm saying yes, no, yes.
Herrin back on offense trying to answer, and they can't as Williams missed a three. Big possession here for Carmi, down 6, 21-15, 5.5 to play here in the second quarter. Driscoll over on the right side, Stockton. Cade looks, directing traffic. Nice cut by Driscoll. He goes inside, too hard on the layup, and Williams grabs the rebound, stumbling. Tigers on the fast break. Bounce pass taken away by Stockton. Loose ball. Lukens has it now. Out to Harrison. The big man will fire a three, and it rolls in. My goodness. Another one of those no, yes shots, but for the Herrin side. Lead back to 9, 24-15. Driscoll double team, falls down, gets the ball over to Edwards here near side. 4:51 to play in the second quarter. Edwards chucks up a three. That one way off. And goes out of bounds. Kevin Wolf will take a timeout with 4:47 to play here in the second quarter. This timeout's brought to you by Rush Appliance. If it's time to rethink your furniture and appliances, it's time to think Rush Appliance in Carmi and Fairfield. Back in 30 seconds.
When it comes to income tax planning and preparation, experience counts. Experience to know all the deductions that you can take. Experience and knowledge to keep up with the ever-changing tax laws, rules, and regulations. Hi, I'm Keith Butch, and owner of Butch & Associates CPAs in Carmi. For 42 years, I've helped
15?
people just like yourself for your tax, auditing, and accounting needs. Stop in today at Butch & Associates on Main Street in Carmi. Call 382-4151 or visit butch.com.
Stand by.
That's BOTSCH.com.
Back here in DuQuoin, 4:47 to play in the second quarter. Let's take a look at the regional scoreboard that is built by Carmi Lumber, helping to assemble and shape a better community. That's Carmi Lumber. Before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber on 3rd Street. Other scores from around the area at the Goreville Shootout. It is Benton leading Harrisburg 24-15 at the half. Earlier tonight here in DuQuoin, it was Murfreesboro defeating Cairo 67-40. Redbud defeats Carterville 51-40. Hardin County over Johnson City 74-70. So Herrin has the ball after a Kevin Wolf timeout. 4.5 to play. We approach here in the first half. And Kyrie Lukens pulls up for a mid-range jumper, and he hits. Lukens has 9 here in the first half. The Herrin lead has went from 6 to 11 just like that.
Yeah, that's just good defense, better offense in that situation. Cade did all he could against him.
And Lukens intercepts that pass and goes up to lay it in. Quick 5-0 run for Lukens by himself. The Herrin lead is large, as it's been tonight, 13 points, 28-15. Mason Haywood in the ball game, goes left side to Edwards. Edwards looks over the defense, puts it on the floor, guarded by Harrison. As Carmi just seems a little bit lost offensively. Edwards isolation with Harrison. Now it's Haywood right top to Milhorn, who drives baseline. Open to Stockton. He'll fire a three. It was tipped by Harrison. The 6'6 Harrison came in to block that shot. And the Tigers come the other way. Lucan's left top. Jab step. Step back three. Yep.
What else can you say? But that kid's good.
Kyrie's Lucan's 14 points here in the first half. He just scored 8 in a row to grow this Tiger lead to 16 at 31-15. Edwards left top, guarded by Harrison. 3:20 left to play here in the first half. Edwards has a 5 count on. Not sure if he knows. Dribbles, got it poked away, stolen by Lukens. He throws it up, and they're going to call a loose ball foul against Carmine. And the Avalanche is starting to fall.
When it rains, it pours.
It was just a 6-point game 5 minutes ago, real-time wise, is now a 16-point Herrin lead, but it feels like 100.
Yeah, Carmine's just not, now they're starting to slowly turn the ball over more and more and more.
3:10 to play here in the second quarter. 31-15 Herrin. Williams near top. Getting a screen from Harrison. Now Milhorn in the post guarding Harrison. That's where they want to go. Now top of the key to go left side to Lukens as new player is checked in for Herrin. We'll get there in a minute. Lukens with a rare miss. He's human. And now it's Driscoll at the other end. Stops, shoots, and lays it in. Landon Driscoll, he's got 10. Leading scorer for Carmi. Bulldogs back within 14, 31-17. A new player in for Herrin is Rajon Price. Williams dribbles left, guarded by Edwards. Now it's Lukens far corner, met there by Driscoll. 2.5 to play here in the second. Pick and roll with Harrison, not there. They go near side, Williams. Pick and roll the other side, not there. Williams gets inside, missed the layup. Edwards couldn't get the rebound. Harrison grabs it. Second chance here for the Tigers. Lukens dribbles right. They're trying to get the ball to Price in the post. They go to, now they lob it in there. Price corrals it, puts up a shot, can't get it. And the rebound by Driscoll. Carmi comes the other way. Driscoll double teamed off to Edwards in the far corner. Met there by Harrison. Picks up his dribble, double team, steps through. Now it's Driscoll with a great no-look pass to Trey Dixon, who lays it in. Great pass from Driscoll.
Good pass by Landon there. Creating something for somebody else like he's done all week.
Herrin the other way. Talk about creating shots. Kyrie Slukin goes right inside. About 16 points here in the first half for Lukens alone. Driscoll pulls up for three. No good. Edwards there for the offensive rebound. Right place, right time. Lays it up and in. 5 for Mitchell. And it's 33-21. And for the first time tonight, Herrin is going to walk the ball across the timeline with 85 seconds to play here in the first half. They might just hold this for one shot.
Yeah, there's no need to do anything rash here. Herrin's got the ball, got the lead, 12 points. They've been getting anything they want. Probably needs a little bit of a breather. They've been getting up and down the last 4 or 5 minutes.
Harrison near side Lukens. Pick and roll. They lob it inside to Harrison. Driscoll guarding him. Harrison turns, missed the layup. Rebound, Milhorn. Big possession here. Get this back within single digits possibly, as Carmi trails by 12. 33-21, 52 seconds left to play here in the first half. Driscoll near side to Trey Dixon. Dixon looking, calling out for a screen. Now gets it to Edwards. Here near side, 40 seconds left. Back to Dixon. Dribbles to his right, wants to get inside, and a foul going to be called on the floor as the Herrin player who committed the foul took a hard fall. That was Keegan Weber. He seems to be all right. That is just the first foul called on the Tigers in the second quarter. They had 3 or 4 in the first quarter. That's the first one here in the second. 33-21. Herrin leads. 36 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Driscoll lobs it into Edwards, top of the key, getting past Harrison. Stops, puts up a tough mid-range shot, no good. Trey Dixon grabbed the offensive rebound, trying to kick it back out. They're going to call a jump ball, with the arrow favoring Carmi-White County. 27.8 seconds. Kevin Wolf calls the inbounds play from the sideline. See what the Bulldogs go to here with 27.8 seconds on the second quarter clock. 33-21 Herrin. Driscoll looks, gets it into Edwards near corner. Bounce pass in the post to Driscoll, guarded by Weber. Driscoll got blocked in the air, and a foul going to be called on Weber, as Driscoll was trying to put up the fadeaway Dirk Nowitzki type shot. Driscoll will shoot 2 Expressway Ford free throws.
And if you're Carmi, you need to finish this half on some momentum here, making 2 free throws, maybe getting a steal and getting a shot up.
First free throw for Landon Driscoll on the way. It's good. Landon has had a phenomenal tournament. He's got 11 points tonight. Don't get fouled with a bad buying experience. Count on Expressway Ford Mercury, and you'll always be in the bonus. Second Expressway Ford free throw here for Driscoll. Trying to make it a 10-point game. He can't. Edwards somehow tipped that in. Oh, my. You're going to have to go back and watch that film to see how that went in.
Yeah, that is
I can't even explain
absolute circuit shot.
He was getting boxed out through his year-and-a-half-long left arm up there and tipped it in. Now 6 seconds. Herrin has it up by 9. Lukens, 3 seconds. Guarded by Driscoll. Fades away. I'm surprised he missed it. And Carmi with a bit of a jolt to end the half. That's what you need. Bulldogs get back within 9, 33-24 after 2 quarters of play. Still amazed that Edwards got that shot to go in. He was getting boxed out and just threw his left arm up there and almost volleyball tipped it, and it rolled in.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to tip it back out, get an offensive tip back and maybe get the ball back and smack it to somebody else, and he just got it knocked up out of his hand and right into the basket.
Well, he would tell you that's what he meant to do, was to tip it in, and it worked. All right, halftime score, Herrin leads at 33-24. We'll step aside for a 3-minute break and come back with the Jordan Funeral Group halftime show right here on 97.3 WRUL.
It takes a special kind of person to inform and entertain. That's what we do at TUC Direct Media, right here.
All right, I'm going to go for 3. If you want to come back early or late, just let me know.
Nope, 3 will be just fine.
All right. He knows he wants 3.
Oregon's down 10-0.
Oh, no. I got to talk to Kelly.
Who did Kelly have money on, New Mexico or Liberty?
I don't know. He never told me about
it at 21. He likes Oregon. I might go put some more money on Oregon. The line's going to be better.
He was cracking me up.
Do you happen to know, Cole, if Carmi Lumber came up with that thing themselves or if JC wrote it for them, the before you drive a nail
one?
Thing?
Huh?
Before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Teamwork. Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress.
Speaking of which, here they are.
Carmi Lumber celebrates the student athletes competing.
That's you too.
Great success.
Mm-hmm.
Depend on the team at Carmi Lumber for all success with your home projects. Electrical.
Do you know if Asher is still at the college doing stuff?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so probably he's just doing too much there to do both.
Well, that, and I think that he got offered a job, but he's got a job lined up with somebody else, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
It just seemed very sudden. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I guess he's gone. But he's still on the commercials, so I'm always like, wonder what he's up to.
Well, Mike Irwin is also on a lot of commercials, too.
Yeah. Who's that? Which ones does he do right now?
Mike Irwin?
Yeah.
He is a custodian, like a nighttime custodian or at Washington.
I meant is like which commercial is his voice?
There's a couple. The one that's like, it's like make it your billboard, WRUL.com thing, and then there's a couple other ones.
Does he do the because there's a job opening everywhere?
No.
That's not him.
I think that
Who's
was,
that guy?
I think that was Mark Lang.
Oh, okay.
Who just died
Oh, really?
a few months ago.
He's on multiple commercials we have right now.
Yeah, I think he is.
This is your last one, by the way. 20 seconds.
Oh.
15. Let's do Paradise City. I'm boring. I just go down the line every time. Stand by. 030.
All All right, halftime here in DuQuoin. It is Herrin leading Carmi-White County 33-24. Herrin grew that lead all the way up to 16. There with about 2 minutes left, but a nice little run by Carmi Travis to end the half. Got a stop on the last second shot. Being down by 9 is a lot better than being down by 16 here at intermission.
Yeah, that was a good run there at the end there for Carmi. Kind of cut into that lead, and Herrin stopped making all their shots would help, but started getting things going to the basket, which is really what the difference was. Carmi early on in the game was just kind of moving and passing along the three-point line, not really getting anything going inside. Then they get going downhill a little bit. Landon Driscoll making some nice drop-off passes to Trey Dixon or Cade Stockton, and that really was the difference in Carmi's offense. The defense stayed the same. Carmi was playing great defense that entire first half. Herrin just happened to be making shots.
The halftime show is brought to you by the Jordan Funeral Group, remembering lives well lived and honoring the tradition of Bulldog sports. Visit jordanfuneralgroup.com for more. Halftime individual stat lines, if my math is correct, I've got 11 points for Landon Driscoll, 9 for Mitchell Edwards, 4 for Trey Dixon, and 2 for Cade Stockton. I'm off. That's 26 points. Right? Right, Travis?
Yeah, that would be 26.
You're the smart guy.
Well, let me go.
I think Edwards only has 7. I might have counted him.
You
2
are
more.
correct.
Yeah. Okay, so Edwards only has 7. So everybody else, I'm correct. As far as Herrin, they were led by Kyrie Slukins. He's got 16 points, 5 apiece from Jonathan Harrison and Xavier Williams, and then 7 from Keegan Weber. What are the team stats looking like, Travis?
Carmi shot 10 of 20 in that half for 50%, 3 of 10 from deep for 30%, and 1 of 2 for 50% from the line. And Herrin shot 14 of 26 for 54%, 5 of 10 from deep for 50%, 0 of 3 from the line. And Carmi had 3 offensive, 11 defensive rebounds, and 8 turnovers. And Herrin had 3 offensive, 5 defensive rebounds, and 3 turnovers.
So I thought defensively, Carmi, in the first quarter, really first quarter and a half, did some things right. Herrin made that run there after the timeout, middle to end of the second quarter before Carmi was able to get it back to 9. But I thought for the most part, you could tell Carmi wanted to shut out Jonathan Harrison, not letting him get the ball down low. Mitchell Edwards did a really good job against him. But it's guys like Weber and especially Lukens who have just hurt Carmi with shooting the basketball.
Yeah. I mean, Carmi's doing a good job on Harrison. Keep holding him to 5 points is really good for the type of player he is. And some of these, shots, they're just really good shots. I mean, Tyrese Lukens is hitting pull-up jump shots from 3 on anyone who's guarding him. So some of these things are just better offense, great defense, but better offense in those situations. But Carmi's main problem has been taking care of the basketball, and on the offensive end, way too stagnant.
Again, halftime score, Herrin leads it 33-24. What's at stake for this game? The winner will play Murfreesboro tomorrow at 3:30 for the championship game here in the tournament. Loser plays tomorrow at 2 against either DuQuoin or Chester. Those 2 teams play after this one. Winner goes to the 3rd place game. Loser goes to the 5th place game. So Carmi will either play tomorrow at 2 or 3:30. Hoping it's going to be at 3:30 if they can pull off this comeback tonight against Herrin. Roger Hobbs will be up here tomorrow afternoon with Travis to call whichever game Carmi plays in tomorrow. So that will be, again, tomorrow at 2 or 3 o'clock. This is the Jordan Funeral Group halftime show. We'll step aside for a 1-minute break, come back with the 3rd quarter right here on 97.3 WRUL.
The alarm sounds, coffee brews, and the porch light guides your steps toward another busy day, just like you. Invenergy Solar is up with the sun. Invenergy's Boomtown Solar Project will create up to 400 construction
Landon and
jobs,
Gavin both on the bench. I'm like, did they get pulled for turning the solar?
American homes. Invenergy expects to invest $60 million over the
Mason brought it up without turning it over.
Illuminate the future of all in White County. Private investment developed on private property with public benefits.
Trey's
Invenergy.
slowly getting a little bit more aggressive.
When Farrell Hospital opened, they knew that families in El Dorado
we need one person to be more aggressive to the basket, and I think we both know who it is. Coughing right now. Okay. During the game, I'll be irrelevant.
15.
emergency care, orthopedics, cancer, surgery, imaging, lab, and more. Always keeping more care right here.
Stand by.
Farrell Hospital. You can depend on us.
Halftime here at DuQuoin. It's Herrin leading the Bulldogs 33-24. Haley Winkleman back at the WRUL studio. Cole Carter alongside Travis Black. Looking at our broadcast schedule for next week, we'll be at the friendly confines of McDougal-Evers on Monday night as Clinton Wolf and the Lady Bulldogs will host Fairfield. They had a big week, couple of conference wins, beating Hamco back on Tuesday, taking down El Dorado last night. They are 6-1 on the season. They'll look for their third straight conference win on Monday against Fairfield. That will be both a WRUL radio and WRUL YouTube broadcast on Monday. Then on Tuesday, we'll travel to NCOE for the White County rivalry. The Bulldogs take on the Fighting Cardinals. That will also be a radio and YouTube broadcast. We will wrap up the week with the long road trip up to Flora on Friday night as the Bulldogs take on the Flora Wolves. Carmi still waiting to play their first home game of the year, and it's going to be another week. They don't play until the 15th when they play Hamilton County at home.
Yeah, the schedule Carmi always has, it seems like you either have 2 home games before Christmas or maybe 1 at the most.
Yeah. All right, so Herrin will get the ball to start the second half. And again, they lead by 9, 33-24. This has been the Jordan Funeral Group halftime show. So Carmi looking to cut back into this deficit. Herrin was up by as much as 15 there towards the end of the second quarter. Williams getting past Holloman. Now in the near corner, that pass went through the hands of the intended receiver. That was McCree who couldn't handle it. Good start for Carmi defensively with the takeaway. Took 13 seconds off the clock, 33-24. See what the Bulldogs can do. Driscoll into the front court, guarded by Lukens. Bounce pass on the right side to Edwards. Near top, Cade Stockton has it. Stockton looks. Left top, Holloman catch and shoot 3. Won't go. Edwards fighting with Keegan for the rebound, and they're going to get a foul against Weber. Keegan Weber. This is the Carmi faithful plotting the effort for Mitchell Edwards there.
And that's the type of effort. If you want to cut in this 9-point lead, you're going to have that type of extra effort.
Edwards inbounds it. Holloman on the right top to Dixon. Corner, it's Driscoll with it now, guarded by Weber. He'll pull it out. Bulldogs will reset the offense, down by 9, 33-24. Dixon near top, getting a screen from Stockton. Now it's Edwards top of the key. Pulls up for 3. Can't get it to go. Dixon almost got the rebound, and it's pulled away by Weber, and the Tigers will come the other way. Lukens over on the right top. Crossover, floater in the lane, won't go. Tipped on the rebound, out of bounds, last touch by Carmi. So the Tigers will keep the possession. 7:03 to play here in the third, 33-24. Looking to inbound, that's Weber who gets it into Lukens. His shot no good, rebound into the hands of Cade Stockton. Good defense by Cade. Thought they were going to call a foul. But Carmi has the basketball back, down by 9. Driscoll lost it, poked away. 3-on-1 the other way. Lukens to Harrison, who goes right at Edwards, and a foul called against Mitchell Edwards. 2 free throws coming up for the Herrin big man.
And Carmi's Bugaboo's coming back, taking care of the basketball.
How many turnovers is that, Travis?
That's number 9 on the game, and if you're Carmi, you got to start cutting those numbers down.
First free throw for Harrison on the way. Good.
You can't give this talented Herrin Tigers team any more offensive possessions than they already have.
Harrison with 6 points here in the ball game as the Tiger lead up to 10, 34-24. Second free throw for Harrison. Missed that one. Edwards grabs the rebound. 6:44 to play here in the third. 34-24. Driscoll into the front court, guarded by Lukens. Goes to his left. Bounce pass on the right side to Cade Stockton. Top of the circle. Holloman dribbles to his right. Step back, guarded by Harrison. Now it's Dixon here in the near corner. Back to Driscoll as Carmi will reset the offense. Dixon near corner. Dribbles it now. They try to go pick and roll with Stockton, and Dixon had to pick it up. Now it's Edwards. Left top to go to Driscoll. Pick and roll, and they're going to get Driscoll for a travel. Driscoll had to get rid of it quickly as the double team was coming on. Edwards flashed open, and Driscoll shuffled the shoes. 10th Carmi turnover. 34-24, Herrin in front with the ball. 6:10 to play here in the third quarter. Lukens on the right side gets it to Weber. Weber fakes the pass out, now fakes the pass in. Still looking to get rid of it. Now between the circles to Williams. Driving inside, gets past Holloman. Missed the shot. Rebound goes out of bounds. Last touch by Herrin. Another stop for Carmine. What started as an offensive shootout has now become a defensive ballgame.
It always seems how those games go.
Carmine got to take advantage of Herrin getting a little bit cold from the field. Dixon, top of the key, now left side Edwards. Far corner goes to Driscoll. He picks up his dribble. Near side Holloman, deep three. Got it! Ka-ching! Gavin Holloman, his first basket. And Carmine back within 7, 34-27. A First Bank three-pointer. Back in the far corner, Weber has it. Now it's Lukens between the circles. Near side Williams, near corner. They go in the post. That one tipped away by Dixon. They played it perfectly, but Trey just couldn't corral it. Goes out of bounds.
Yeah, that's exactly what Carmine wanted, to get that backside help, and I don't blame Trey if the 6'5" athletic freak that is Jonathan Harrison can't catch it.
That pass picked off by Kane Stockton. Stockton one-on-one at the other end, lost it, then it was taken away by Harrison. Now Herrin has numbers the other way. Williams fires a corner three, and he got it. Wow. Xavier Williams, the lefty, with a corner three, and the Tiger lead back to 10, 37-27. Driscoll travels. He picked up his dribble at midcourt and had nowhere to go.
Yeah, that's the one thing you can't do against, a man press. You can't pick up your dribble.
37-27, 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Herrin with the lead. Lukens across the timeline. Crossover guarded by Driscoll. Getting a screen from Harrison between the circles. Pulls up for a deep three, and it rolls in. Lukens just so creative with the ball in his hand. He's got 19. The Herrin lead back to 13.
And here's that Herrin offense from that first half. They're starting to wake up a little bit.
Holloman near midcourt. Now it's Edwards. Near top to Dixon. Dixon fakes the pass, looking to get rid of it. Still looking, now goes cross court to Stockton. Now it's Driscoll, catch and shoot three. Won't go. Edwards flies in, gets the offensive rebound. Shot fake, Mitchell goes up, banks it in. Tell you what, Mitchell Edwards is playing his best game of the year tonight.
Yeah, he's giving all the extra effort on the offensive glass and doing all the dirty work.
Foul called on Driscoll driving baseline, and so Herrin will keep possession. That is I think just the second foul on Carmine in the quarter. Yeah, second foul on the Bulldogs here in the third quarter. 40-29. Herrin with the lead and the ball. 4:10 to play here in the third. McCree gets it into Williams. Now left top, it's Harrison. Harrison dribbles to his right, guarded there by Edwards. Now over on the right side to Kyrese Lukens. Lukens guarded by Driscoll. Goes to his left. Now Edwards switches on to him. Lukens dribbling. Now in the near corner. Open for three is Weber. Too hard, and Harrison tipped the rebound out of bounds. Carmine with possession. Big possession here, down by 11, 40-29. 3:50 left to play here in the third quarter. Herrin picks up Carmine at midcourt. There's Lukens guarding Driscoll. Driscoll across the timeline. Man, Lukens is trying so hard to get that offensive foul called as Holloman drives inside, banks it in. Aggressive drive by Gavin Holloman. He's got 5, and Carmine back within 9 at 40-31.
Get things going to the basket, good things can happen.
Harrison trying to go against Edwards, and Edwards blocks the shot, but they call a foul. Wasn't sure about that one, as Harrison kind of went in somewhat recklessly. Thought Edwards did a good job, but we're going to get the foul on Mitchell. That is his third. It's a big foul. And 2 free throws here for Jonathan Harrison. First one for the big man on the way. Got it. And these rims, tell you what, they got some leeway.
Kissing every part of it before they're going in.
A lot of shots this week have hit every part of the orange and went through. Just like that free throw there for Harrison. Second one on the way. Missed that one. And Stockton grabs the rebound. The Herrin lead is 10, 41-31 with 3:15 to play here in the third quarter. Carmine has got to make a run to get this within 6 or 5. Driscoll, left side Dixon. Dixon dribbles, hands it off to Holloman. Gavin going to his right. Spins inside. Nice move by Holloman. Layup good. Gavin Holloman with 7. And Carmi within 8, 41-33. Under 3 to play here in quarter number 3. Lukens between the circles. Goes to his right. Hands it off to Williams. Guarded by Holloman. Hands it back off. This is Weber now. Weber getting inside. Hands it back off to Lukens. Guarded there by Driscoll. Lukens stops. Got stripped and got it back. Now it's Weber who goes in the far corner. Harrison. Harrison puts it on the floor. Ooh, they're going to get Trey Dixon for a foul. I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, it's one of them ticky-tack calls. You want it if you're on offense. You hate it if you're on defense.
I didn't think Trey really did anything wrong. Didn't reach, didn't try to block the shot. Just Harrison kind of ran into him, and they get Dixon with the foul. Lukens now fades away, guarded by Driscoll. Great defense by Landon, but Carmi stepped out of bounds when they got the rebound. Oh, it's been that kind of night. Lukens thought he was fouled, as he is quite the actor, as they would say.
He's trying to win an Oscar for some of his performances.
41-33, Herrin on top. 2:20 to play here in the third quarter. Harrison on the right top, guarded there by Edwards as Herrin slows this one down. Harrison, now Dixon switches on to him. Harrison, step back jumper for the big man. Won't go. Rebound, Edwards. Edwards pushing the floor. 2-on-1. Edwards bounce pass to Dixon. Trey goes up, and he's going to get a foul on Harrison. That's a great job by Trey Dixon, getting the defender up in the air and drawing the foul.
Yeah, I don't think he really wanted to take it up against 6'5" right there. Did a good job at going into his chest and drawing the foul.
And even though Trey passed it, they're going to call it a shooting foul. So 2 Expressway Ford free throws coming up here for Trey Dixon. As you can tell from our vantage point, Trey was definitely passing it, but he'll take the 2 free throw attempts. He's got 4 points. As the first free throw hits the front of the rim and misses.
Spoke too soon on that one.
I miscounted. That's what happened.
Oh, excuse me.
The second Expressway Ford free throw here for Trey Dixon. Missed that one as well. Rebound tipped into the hands of McCree. Herrin comes the other way with Lukens. Picks up his dribble. Now it's Williams in the right corner. He'll put the ball under his left arm. As Sailor Shirts calls the offense. Under 2 to play here in the third. 41-33 Tigers. McCray near corner. That pass into the backcourt wasn't tipped. Going to be a takeaway for Carmi. Herrin turns it over for the, 9th time?
6th time.
Oh, so just 3 and 3.
Just 3 and 3.
I thought it was 3 and 3 and 3 more. Your technique over there.
Yeah, I got my first half stats.
Gotcha.
That's how I read them all.
Sorry.
So nice. I'll write it down for you next time.
41-33 Tigers with 1:45 to play here in the third quarter. Yeah, this is a big final 100 seconds for Carmi. Get this back within striking distance before the fourth quarter starts. Edwards got it taken away by Weber. They went to Mitchell in the post, and Weber came from behind and poked it away. Now the Tigers come the other way. Lukens took 3 steps. His layup no good. And we're going to get a foul on Carmi on the rebound.
It's Carmi's 6th turnover of this quarter.
They called that foul on Trey Dixon, so his second. That's now 5 on Carmi here in the third. So Herrin will shoot 2 free throws per foul for the next 86 seconds. First free throw for Lukens on the way. That one good. Kyrie Lukens with 20 points. Someone who I can imagine will hear his name on the all-tournament team tomorrow. Lukens missed that one. Rebound, Edwards. Carmi trails by 9, 42-33. 1:20 left to play here in the third. Driscoll across the timeline. Picks up his dribble. Now it's Stockton left top. Cade looks, ball above his head. Dixon on the right top now. Trey dumps it off down low. Holloman left open. Holloman's layup good. 9 points for Gavin here in the second half. And Carmi's within a touchdown, 42-35.
Again, working the ball inside has been working wonders for Carmi.
Williams falls down, almost a travel, but they get it back in the hands of Weber. Now in the far corner, it goes back to Williams. Cross-court pass, McCree open. Now it's into the hands of Kyrie Lukens with 45 seconds. Lukens guarded by Driscoll as the Tigers are going to slow this one down. 7-point Tiger lead, 42-35. Lukens, far corner McCree, and it goes back to Lukens. 30 seconds. 42-35. Lukens dribbles this one out in front of the Herrin bench. Now goes to the midcourt DuQuoin logo. Lukens picks it up. Falling down was McCray. Edwards trying to poke it away. McCray with a three-point. It was actually Weber who just stepped into a three, and he made it. 10 points for Weber in a 10-point game. 3 seconds left. Driscoll gets inside, throws one up, and he drew the foul. With 1/10 of a second on the clock, it's going to be 2 free throws for Landon Driscoll.
Yeah, a little confusion there. 3 seconds left, and Landon Driscoll decides to make something happen.
Now, Trevor, is there a scoreboard below us right here?
I do believe there is. I think there is.
There's a scoreboard behind us, so just didn't know if Driscoll couldn't see the clock because there's 2 on that end. As the first free throw for Driscoll is good. He's got 12. These free throws brought to you by Expressway Ford Mercury. Rajon Price will check back in for Herrin. He has been the only sub to get in the game for Sailor Shirts today. Second free throw for Driscoll. Got them both. Carmi able to steal 2 points at the end of the quarter as Lukens' full court heave wouldn't have counted even if it went in. We go to the fourth quarter. Dogs within striking distance, 45-37. Herrin with the lead. We go to the fourth quarter. Back in 1 minute on 97.3 WRUL.
Your dollar buys more at the Giant. Little Giant.
You mean a college-educated man like yourself can't read?
Oh, I thought it was...
It's the 3 and 3.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's just for the half.
Can I get a full station ID when you come back?
Do what, Haley?
Could you give me a full station ID, please, when you come back?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. I finally remembered. You said a minute, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
They only made threes that half.
This is Nancy Jo Weatherspoon.
15.
Also with planning for your future, whether this be your farm, business, a new home, college, or retirement. Let me work with you to get the most out of your opportunity.
Stand by.
To achieve a better life for you and your family. Contact Nancy J. Winters CPA, Cherry Street, Carmi.
All right, we start the fourth quarter. It is Herrin leading Carmi-White County 45-37. Cole Carter, Travis Black with you. Haley Winkleman back at the WRUL studio. You are listening to Bulldog Basketball on 97.3 FM WRUL, Carmi, Illinois, and also online worldwide at WRUL.com. So Carmi will have the basketball as we start the fourth quarter of play. It's been a case of kind of 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Carmi has been able to cut this lead down to 5, 6, 7 points at certain times, but Herrin has then grown that lead back to 13, 15 range. But the Bulldogs now down by 8 as we start the fourth quarter. Edwards, right top, guarded by Harrison. Now it's Landon Driscoll. He calls out the offense. Left top to Stockton. Stockton looking over the defense. Cade looks, now dribbles. Guarded by Price. Gets it over to Trey Dixon on the right top. Trey looking. Left top, Edwards now. Mitchell looks. Right top, it's Gavin Holloman. Gavin puts it on the floor. Picks up his dribble now. Near corner goes to Trey Dixon. Back to Holloman. Now it's Driscoll left top. Pass fake. Right side, it's Cade Stockton. Bounce pass in the post, Edwards. Fakes the pass out. Fades away. Shot no good. Offensive rebound by Driscoll. And he'll pull this one out. Edwards, three-point shot on the way. Ka-ching! Mitchell Edwards puts the Bulldogs within 5, 45-40. Great way to start the quarter.
That's exactly how you want to come out. Got Mitchell the ball inside. Happened not to make the shot. Great play there by Landon with the extra effort and back out for a 3.
Another $3 from First Bank to the Carmi-White County Unit 5 School District. Kyrie Lukens drives inside. Now in the far corner, Kyrie Williams can't answer for 3. Rebound loose in the air. McCray gets it. Now poked away by Holloman out of bounds. They say last touch by Gavin. It will stay with Herrin. And this one has turned into an intense matchup.
Yeah, it's going to turn into a barn burner. Carmi started to be able to slow Herrin's offense.
McCray gets it into Williams on the right top. He'll drive with the left hand. Now dumps it off to Price. Now to Harrison at the top of the key. Herrin's got their second leading scorer, Weber, on the bench. Harrison hands it off to Williams. Williams looking over the defense. Now goes near side to Williams. Williams goes baseline, gets past Driscoll, and he gets fouled by Stockton. Cade came over trying to block the shot, and Williams will go to the free throw line for 2. Just blows me away how quick that kid is. When you can put Landon Driscoll in the dust like that, you're doing something right. So first of 2 free throws here for Kyrese Lukens. Got the first.
Yeah, Lukens is quick as a blink.
That's a good one, Travis. Is that new?
That's new.
First time you used that one?
Yeah, I got a Rolodex of them at home. It's like an old joke book, except for sayings.
22 points for number 21, Kyrese Lukens. And the Herrin lead back to 7 with 6:11 to play here in the ballgame. 47-40. Holloman across the timeline as Herrin lays off the pressure. Gavin dumps it off the left elbow. Dixon fakes the handoff. Now dribbles it left top. Cade Stockton. Far side to Driscoll now. Driscoll dribbling with the right hand. Trying to go into Price. Hands it off to Holloman now. Holloman lost it. They're going to call him with a carry. Ball just took a weird bounce, and Gavin kind of grabbed it around his shoulder area and kept moving. They're going to get you for the carry every time you do that. So a Carmi turnover. 47-40. Herrin in front. 5:45 to play in the ball game. Tigers have led the entirety of this ball game. Williams right top. Behind the back, poked away by Holland, but it goes out of bounds. Really like the effort from Carmi tonight. I think this is what Kevin Wolf has been kind of waiting for his team to do. And you kind of expect that against a team that, you know, on paper is a better team than you, the favorite in this tournament. This is kind of the Carmi team we expected to see. Lukens left top, trying to get past Driscoll again. Not that time, though, as he goes to his right. Now switched on by Trey Dixon. Lukens. Oh, they call a foul on Dixon. And, you know, really not much Trey can do there because Lukens just drives in chaotically, and Trey just trying to stay in front. Not much he can do. That's the third foul on Trey. Edwards has 3. Dixon has 3. McCray to inbound. He looks, dumps it off to Harrison down low. Almost traveled, but missed the layup. Rebound, Edwards. Carmen on the run. 2-on-2. Holloman goes into the contact. Layup. Good for Gavin Holloman. Gavin's got 11. And the Bulldogs back within 5 at 47-42. 5 minutes to play. As Williams will walk this one in between the circles. Williams. Over on the right side, Lukens got open for a screen. 3 is good. Kyrese Lukens hits the 3, and Sailor Shirts calls the timeout. 25 points for Lukens. And the Tiger lead back up to 8 at 50-42. A timeout is brought to you by Rush Appliance. We'll take one as well. Back in 30 seconds.
Citizens National Bank of Albion has always been in the business of making dreams come true.
Are you like many in the community that have dreamed of owning your own business?
Bring your ideas in and speak to one of our commercial loan professionals in Albion, Olney, Crossville, and Bridgeport.
Our competitive rates and solid decision making will make it the best decision you've ever made.
Stand by.
National Bank of Albion, no better banking.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here in DuQuoin, it is Herrin leading Carmi-White County 50-42. Cole Carter and Travis Black with you. Reminder, the winner of this game will play Murfreesboro tomorrow at around 3:30 for the tournament championship. Loser will play in the third place game against either DuQuoin or Chester. Well, Travis, we've seen Carmi. They've been down as many as 15 tonight. They've got it back within 5 multiple times. It's just, you know, anything Carmi can do, Herrin seems to answer every time.
Yeah, and that's what you expect out of a team like Herrin. You know, their last 3 or 4 years, they've been a 3A powerhouse. And
Driscoll across the timeline as the Bulldogs trail by 8. Now it's Holloman dribbling with the left hand. Now it's Driscoll. Driscoll looks. Trying to have someone to come get the basketball. Edwards comes to get it. He's met there by McCree. Driscoll. Now it's Stockton left top. Stockton over to Dixon on the right side. Dixon with a shot fake. Looks, still looking. Trey just doesn't know what to do. Now he finds Mitchell Edwards right top. Mitchell puts it on the floor, trying to go into McCree. Now picks it up. Holloman catch and shoots 3. Short. Rebound tipped. Dixon tries to keep it alive, but it goes out of bounds. Now, Carmi very stagnant right there offensively.
Yeah, really not much going on. Just passing and a few cuts, but nothing too substantial. And I was watching Landon Driscoll came up hobbling. He knocked knees with Harrison. Weber checks back in for Herrin as the Tigers will be very patient here as they're dribbling this one out. 4 minutes left to play. They lead by 8. Lukens guarded by Dixon, now switched on to by Driscoll. You see Driscoll kind of grimacing a little bit. He's favoring that left knee.
Lukens near corner. Harrison thought about a 3. Now Edwards gets through the screen, and Harrison will dribble it back to the midcourt logo. Back to Lukens on the right side. Lukens dribbles back to his right. Gets past Driscoll. Reverse shot, good. I just don't know how you guard him. 27 points for Kyrese Lukens. And Kevin Wolf is going to call a timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll go ahead and take one with them. It's brought to you by Rush Appliance. Back in 1 minute.
Think about all that's important to you. Your family, your possessions, your future. This is Kyle Hosek at Country Financial. All it takes is one phone call, and I'll be there to help with insurance to protect what matters most.
I don't know what happened.
Financial services
to set that flare screen.
Best of all, I aim to get to know you and find solutions for your needs. Call me, Kyle Hosek, at 618-382-4677 to chat about your insurance needs today.
Hey Bulldog fans, it's Luke Saylor with First Bank. First Bank is a proud supporter of Bulldog athletics and the community at large. For over 125 years, First Bank has been there for you then, now, and are well positioned to continue serving you well into the future as we invest in our community. To show another way we are caring for Carmi,
15.
First Bank will donate $3 back to the Carmi school system for every Bulldog three-pointer this season. Together, we look forward to making great things happen for you, your business, and our community.
Stand by.
First Bank is there. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, 3:29 left to play in this one. It's go time for Carmi as they trail by 10. Landon Driscoll stays in the ball game. Travis mentioned he bumped knees with a Herrin player a few minutes ago, but trying to fight through it. Carmi needs a basket here. Holloman got bumped, taken away. Loose ball now on the sideline, out of bounds. Last touch by Carmi. Out of all the fouls they've called tonight, I'm not sure where that one was.
Yeah, there's been a couple questionable foul calls going either way.
We've already seen one coach get kicked out tonight.
Yeah, up 25. Imagine that.
That was Murfreesboro's coach, Daryl Murphy. The game before this, they were up by 25 points and get kicked out, so he won't be able to coach tomorrow in that championship game, whoever Murphy plays. Williams in front of the Herrin bench. Now it's Harrison, the midcourt logo. Left side to McCree. McCree looking, gets in the hands now of Weber. Weber in the far corner goes to Harrison now. Harrison looks, wants to get the ball to Lukens, and he does. Lukens, jab step, gets inside now McCree. Corner pass, Weber. Great offense and an open 3. That's an air ball.
Yeah, I felt the draft on that one.
Somebody opened the door. Great possession by Herrin, but they just couldn't answer. 52-42. Tigers in front with 2.5 to play. Carmi's got to score in a hurry. Edwards left top. Now in the far corner goes to Driscoll. Driscoll puts it on the floor. Step back 3 over Lukens on the way off the mark. And the rebound grabbed by McCree, and that's just Driscoll knowing the Bulldogs need a quick shot, but nothing was really there. Williams the other end. That shot no good. Carmi the other way now. Dixon picks up his dribble. Now throws it away in the backcourt to Driscoll, who throws it back to Dixon. Dixon now puts it on the floor. We'll pull it back out. Now it's Driscoll. Carmi's got 2 minutes, and you can see Kevin Wolf saying, we got to go. We're down by 10. Holloman catch and shoot 3. That works. 3-point shot, Gavin Holloman. First Bank three-pointer. Gavin's got 14. Carmi back within 7. Well, you need a quick basket. Just throw it up.
Yeah, just chuck it up.
Now here comes they're going to have to start fouling. Only 2 fouls in the quarter for Carmi, now 3. So
it's either 4 or 5 on Landon. It's 5.
At this point, Herrin's going to dribble out the clock, and so you're going to have to start fouling in order just to keep them from dribbling this clock out, as Mason Haywood will check into the game for Mitchell Edwards. So Mitchell's got 3.
Lena's got 3.
I think Trey's got 3 as well. So Haywood checks in. They get it into Lukens in the backcourt, and he's fouled right away. And you see when he barely gets tapped, he throws the head back, and I think some of the Carmi fans were cracking a joke, or the Herrin fans in the front row here were joking with him about it. 1:42 to play, 52-45 Herrin. Harrison gets into Lukens. And one more foul will mean free throws here for Herrin. They're going to go ahead and get that foul out of the way as Haywood commits the foul at midcourt. Probably not the guy you want to foul. Lukens, who has scored 27 points in this ball game. He will shoot 2 free throws. 2 free throws the rest of the way for every foul for the Tigers. No more 1-on-1s in high school basketball. Lukens' first free throw. Nope, lane violation. Don't count it. So it won't count. And he's talking to the referee about it. He'll shoot one more. Edwards and Driscoll back in the game. With 1:35 to play, 52-45, Herrin with the lead. Second free throw for Lukens. Got that one. Lukens with 28. Carmi down by 8. 53-45. They got to score in a hurry. Holloman, guarded by Williams. Across the timeline. Spins away from Williams. Now a crossover. Picks up his dribble. Near corner. Driscoll threw it into the stands. Almost hit one of the Carmi cheerleaders.
And that's not what you want if you're Coach Kevin Wolf. Especially at this point in the game. That could be a killer.
Harrison gets into Lukens. Don't necessarily want to foul just yet, but Edwards does. It's the 4th foul on Mitchell, right? Yes.
Yep.
4th foul on Mitchell, and more free throws coming up for Lukens. I think situationally, Carmi has just kind of missed a step here and there. A couple of possessions were not really urgent. And the foul there by Edwards, maybe not the best decision, but Lukens hits the first free throw. He's got 29. This one is for 30. Got it. And Herrin leads by 10 with 1:19 left to go. 55-45. This game feels a lot like last year's matchup between these two. Carmi got down early and tried to chip away and just couldn't make the comeback. Driscoll guarded by Lukens. And a foul is going to be called against Kyrese Lukens.
I think Herrin wanted a 5-second call.
Nope, they do get Lukens with the foul. Blocked and foul. Only the first foul on the Tigers here in this 4th quarter. 55-45 Herrin. Driscoll, floater in the lane, can't bank it in, grabs the offensive rebound and draws a foul. So 2 free throws coming up here for Landon Driscoll with 1 minute left to play. 55-45 Herrin. Travis, you can only play this shoot a shot, foul, hope for a missed game for so long.
Yeah, you eventually run out of time. It's like musical chairs.
First free throw for Driscoll is good. Driscoll's got 14. Him, Edwards, and Holloman all have 14 points. I think if Carmi can't make this comeback, I think a lot of positives are going to come away with this game if you're Kevin Wolf.
Yeah, especially for that 3rd quarter.
Driscoll's second free throw is good. He's got 15. Merrick Milhorn will check in for Driscoll. Wolf trying to think a little bit of offense for defense here with 1 minute left to play. Carmi's going to have to foul. The question is, who do they want to foul? Probably not Lukens, but you kind of have to. He's not passing the ball. And they'll go to the free throw line for 2 more with 54 seconds left to play. I'd say you really have one more chance. If Lukens misses one of these, if you can get it back within 2 possessions, you can try to keep fouling, but like you said, it's like musical chairs. It's so hard in high school basketball to make a 10-plus point comeback in the fourth quarter.
Especially with the new rules.
Yeah.
Double bonus. Maybe if it's single bonus, you might have an opportunity there, especially with that lane violation a second ago. So
Lukens hit the first free throw. He's got 31 points. And he hit them both. 32 for Kyrese Lukens, who could possibly look at a tournament MVP. As Driscoll gets into the front court and Kevin Wolf will call a full timeout. It didn't stop the clock until 47 seconds were on the clock. Not that it necessarily matters at this point. Carmi down 10 with 47 seconds, and unless a miraculous miracle happens here in the final 47 seconds, Carmi will play for third place tomorrow against either DuQuoin or Chester. Travis, like we just said, not the result score-wise Carmi wanted, but I think a lot of positives that come away, and I know it's cliche to say, but just the basketball we have seen these first few games for Carmi, you feel like there's been something left on the table, but tonight was a pretty well-rounded effort for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, just a little bit of time early in the first quarter where offensively they just were very stagnant, and there was some times throughout the game, but they got better as the game went on. Defensively, they played a really good game. I mean, you can't speak enough. I mean, Kyrese Lukens is one of the best players in Southern Illinois, so him having 30, and it was a tough 30. He had to work for it, hit some tough contested shots, and then the free throws at the end of the game kind of inflated it. But defensively, Carmi had probably their top-to-bottom best game.
Oh, and there in the second quarter, Herrin built their lead up to 15, and we kind of thought, okay, this is going to get out of hand in a hurry. But Carmi never quit. They got it back within 5 twice, but just couldn't quite make that last stretch comeback to get back in it. After the timeout, Carmi down by 10, 40 seconds. Driscoll dribbling. And just trying to get towards the basket. McCree all over Driscoll. Landon gets inside, dumps it off to Dixon, who lays it in. And Kevin Wolf will call a timeout. Just trying to get one last effort to maybe create a turnover and give yourself a chance to steal a couple points. Timeout called by Kevin Wolf, and we'll take this time to look at the regional scoreboard that is built by Carmi Lumber, helping to assemble a better community. That's Carmi Lumber. Before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber on 3rd Street. Halftime, it is Weber leading El Dorado 33-17. Also Waltonville leading Fairfield 29-16. Other scores going on around the area. Still a couple of tournaments going on. I know Goreville is wrapping up their tournament. So try to see that Benton-Harrisburg final. Man, Benton ran away. They beat Harrisburg 54-27. Back-to-back rough losses for Harrisburg. They lost to AJ last night. Tigers break the Bulldog press into the front court with Lukens. He's going to wait to get hugged, and he's fouled by Merritt Milhorn with 24 seconds. So down by 9. I think if he misses these both and you get a basket, you try to foul, but I think if he makes these, it's pretty much it.
I think if he makes one of these, it's it. And they had their opportunity to foul somebody other than Lukens right there, and they failed.
Lukens missed the first. It'll be Mitchell Edwards checking in and Driscoll back in. 23.9 seconds, 57-49. Herrin. Lukens hit that one. 33 points for Kyrese Lukens, 58-49. Holloman left top. Now Edwards, long three on the way. Got it, Mitchell Edwards from downtown. Edwards with 17, and Bulldogs will foul. So with that three-pointer, Mitchell Edwards has moved his way into second place all time in three-pointers made in Carmi-White County history, now behind only Travis Jones with about 20 more to go. And with a season and 3/4 left to go, I think he's got a good chance of getting there.
I was going to say, the way he can shoot the ball, who knows? He might be done before this EHT starts.
And if he has a season like he did last year where he hit 70 of them, it's very possible. Man, Lukens just having a free throw fest. He's got 34, and I'd say at least 12 of those are free throws. Why not 35 for Kyrie Lukens? He has been the difference maker. 8 seconds left. Last heave for Carmi is a Landon Driscoll 3 that won't go, and it's tipped up, and it goes out of bounds, and it will stay with Carmi with 1.6 seconds. So a chance to make this final score look a little bit better. Driscoll to inbound. Looking. Gets it into Holloman, who will fire a 3 at the buzzer, and he got it. So count it. A first bank 3 for Gavin Holloman at the horn. He finishes the night with 17 points. All came here in the second half. And Carmi fought tooth and nail. And they come up just short against the Herrin Tigers, 55-60. I still think, Travis, probably the best performance we've seen from the Bulldogs this year despite the loss.
Easily the best performance this year. On the defensive end, they played Herrin really hard. And, that's just made some tough shots. Offensively, they started to figure things out in that second half, that third quarter, where they started getting things moving on the inside instead of just passing everything around the perimeter like they've done in their first 3 contests.
Final score, Herrin wins it 60-55. Carmi will play tomorrow at 2 o'clock for third place against the winner of this next game between DuQuoin and Chester. With that, we'll step aside for a 3-minute break. We'll come back with the Rural Transport postgame show right here on 97.3 WRUL.
You're clear, and you said 3?
What was that, Haley?
Did you say 3?
Yes, please.
Okay. I mean, the first thing I said was you're clear. So it's good you didn't say anything.
Count all these free throws. 6, 8. They shot 12 free throws in that fourth. Lukens shot all of 12 of them and made 10 of them.
Area athletes.
Just as in sports, the team at Hale Body Shop work together to make sure you get your car back as quickly as possible.
When it comes to collision repair, more and more people choose the team way out there on Possum Road.
Hale Body Shop in Carmine.
David and the gang are proud supporters of area athletes.
It's that time of year again, cold and dark at 5 p.m. Hi folks, Nelson Ryder from Southern Illinois Trading and Supply, your local Skag and Spartan dealer. Here to bring you some great news. We are now offering our winter service program for your machine. No aftermarket parts here. We use brand-specific products that keep your warranty intact. Just like Santa, we offer pickup and delivery. Call 380-2133 or stop by Southern Illinois Trading and Supply on East Main and Carmi to schedule your appointment today. Southern Illinois Trading and Supply wants to wish everyone a safe and happy holiday season.
Tax season is longer than 15 weeks here at Butch & Associates CPAs. It's all year round for us. We take great pride in keeping our clients in mind all 52 weeks of the year. We help our clients stay updated on all the IRS laws, changes, filing requirements, and deadline due dates. Please give Butch & Associates CPAs a call at 618-382-4151 or stop by at 113 East Main Street in Carmi, Illinois.
Well, folks, that ain't country, but this is Skylar Harrelson from Jansen Auto in Carmi. It's been my pleasure to help my friends and neighbors get into the cars or trucks of their dreams for the last couple of years. Here at Jansen Auto, we're bringing you great vehicles at better than expected prices. There's really no reason to shop anywhere else. If we don't have it, we'll get it. All new vehicles are priced at huge discounts. Your hometown dealer, Jansen Auto Group in Carmi. Stop by and see why.
Roark Transport in Carmi has earned a reputation of dependable hauling.
Probably goes without saying, but this is your last one.
Roark Transport now also offers rock, dirt, and lime hauling. From parking lots, driveways, and washouts, Roark Transport can handle all your rock and dirt hauling needs. Farmers can also depend on Roark Transport to deliver their lime when and where they need it. For your next driveway or parking lot job, remember Roark Transport for fast,
stand by
service. Call Roark Transport today at 265-3665.
The post-game show is delivered by Roark Transport, hauling fuel, rock, grain, and more to help our community grow. Call 265-3665 for more. Final score, Carmi falls to Herrin tonight. First loss of the season, 60-55. Carmi trailed by 10 after one. 9 after 2, 8 after 3, and then lost by 5. Like I said, Travis, Herrin built that lead in the first quarter, 19 first quarter points. And from that point on, Carmi slowly started to play better. The defense started to pick up, but that deficit was just too much, and Carmi could never overcome it.
Yeah, this Herrin team can score with the best of them, and they proved that in the first quarter. They came out raining jump shot after jump shot, and Carmi did a good job of contesting them. And just sometimes it's better offense, great defense, but better offense. And that was basically the tail of the tape for tonight for Carmi. Played really great defense, forced a lot of tough shots, and Herrin just happened to make more shots than Carmi did. And then in that third quarter, when Carmi was on that big run, they got a lot of things going to the basket. Then that opened up that three-point shot. And Carmi just is a really good three-point shooting team, but they just can't continuously settle for 1 or 2 passes and then launching up a 30-footer.
Scoring-wise for Carmi, they were led by both Gavin Holland and Mitchell Edwards, 17 points each. Landon Driscoll had 15, 2 from Cade Stockton, and 6 from Trey Dixon. For Herrin, a whopping 35 points from Kyrie Slukins, 10 from Keegan Weber. Xavier Williams had 8, and Jonathan Harrison with 6. Travis, team stats?
Carmi shot 21 of 39 for 54% from the field, 8 of 21 for 38% from 3, 5 of 8 for 63% from the line. Herrin shot 19 of 42 for 45%, 9 of 17 for 53% from deep, and 13 of 21 free throws, 62%, and most of those coming from Kyrie Slukins. And Carmi had 6 offensive, 20 defensive rebounds, and 17 turnovers. And Herrin had 4 offensive, 8 defensive, along with 9 turnovers.
You mentioned 17 turnovers, and that really, I think, was the difference because, like we said, in the fourth quarter, it's so hard to make a comeback in high school basketball when you're down by 10+. You cut those in half, it's a different result.
Yeah, especially with that new rule change, how many free throws they were able to get being in the double bonus to start with. But you got to think of the opportunities they had previously in the game to not put himself in that big a hole.
As Kevin Wolf has made his way up here, I'll let Travis pass over his headset. Again, Carmi falls to Herrin tonight, 60-55. Well, Coach, I think despite the loss, I think through 4 games, I feel like that's the most well-rounded effort you guys have had this season so far.
Yeah, can't get off to a slow start. Yeah. We just told guys in the locker room, there's about 3 or 4 things that all I wanted to hit on was to win big championship-level games like that. You can't get down like that in the first quarter. I thought the last 3 quarters, the guys fought hard. They're going to make you look silly at times with their athleticism, but we guarded really well in the half court. Just can't get down that big, that early. Okay, late game situationally, you got to get clued in. It can't be me and Coach Stubblefield and Coach Stenderback are the only ones that know, hey, it's about time to start fouling. Who can foul, who can't foul. Whenever we're drawing stuff up in timeouts, all 5 guys got to be locked in and knowing what we're doing. And that killed us. Out of timeout, we had a couple turnovers, and then not knowing who needed to foul, when needed to foul. And that stuff will come the more games we're in like that. But, man, we down the stretch there, I don't know if we didn't lose focus. We just weren't into it situationally enough is what I would have liked.
I thought you guys did a great job of shutting out Jonathan Harrison. Only had 6 points, but, Kyrie Slukins, he's one of the best players in Southern Illinois, and just not many isolation players that can do what he did tonight.
No, and he was hitting shots over Mitchell when Mitchell had a hand up. He's hitting over Landon when Landon had a hand up. He's just so good. We did a great job. I think we beat him for 3 quarters, I believe. If you go through and look, we beat him in the second, third, fourth quarter. We can't get down, and to win big-time games like that, you cannot fall asleep and get down early. Takes so much energy and effort to claw back in, and we did that. You saw our effort was up tonight. You saw guys' offensive rebound, and I saw us getting tips and getting on the floor, setting better screens whenever we ran some stuff. Just it was a high-level game, and I just hate it because we need to start winning some of these games.
I thought Mitchell Edwards played his best game of the year, one of the best I've seen him play. Only scored 17, but I thought he did a lot of things outside of the scorebook that he did really well.
Yeah, he guarded and rebounded probably the best he had. He got up and down the floor. He was into it. He talked a little more tonight, even to me, about what do we want to do, what do we need to be in, which was good. Good. The growth's coming. I don't think he said 3 words all last year. He just made 73s, which was fine because we had some good senior leaders. But this year we need some of that. We need the guys to start being vocal, get us into something. We have 4 continuity offenses. I'm cool with either of them. All 4 of them. Get us into something on offense, and let's get going. And that may have to start coming from Mitchell or whoever it is, because at times we just get a little stagnant. I thought this guy right here, Trey Dixon, played his absolute butt off tonight. That's the dirty work that we've got to have to win those big games. I love coaching in games like that. I love that right there. That is good, high-quality basketball. And I told the guys in there, I said, what is everybody saying as they're driving home tonight from the game? Whether you're from Herrin, Carmi, Murphy, Cairo, whatever, I guarantee you one of the first couple things they said is, man, if Carmi didn't get down early, they'd probably win that basketball game. Yeah. And that's just where I hope it resonates with the guys, because we do so many good things. We've got guys who can score. We got to the bucket. We guarded super well. The guys, Cade, American, Mason coming in doing their thing. Cade playing as hard as he did all night. If we do that, we're going to win some games. But like I said, I want to be playing for a championship tomorrow. And now, we got to turn back around and play for a third place. So we'll see the character of our guys tomorrow to see if we play as hard as we just did tonight tomorrow afternoon.
So you mentioned a chance to bring home a trophy tomorrow, third place. You're going to play the winner of this next game, DuQuoin or Chester. Do we know much about either one?
Yeah, I've seen them play. I've been over here all week. Two different styles. DuQuoin's going to want to run and gun and get it up and down the floor, similar to how Sparta played. Chester kind of plays kind of similarly to us. They played a 35-34 game early in the year against Anna Jonesboro, so they're not afraid to slow it down and play it slow. And DuQuoin's going to want to press and get up and down the floor. So it's kind of two different styles right here. I'm anxious to kind of watch it. And then, like I said, we're at it tomorrow, I think, at 2 o'clock, and a chance to bring home a trophy.
All right. It's your time, Coach.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much.
It's Kevin Wolf. Carmi falls to Herrin tonight, 60-55 here in the quote-unquote semifinal of this DuQuoin Tip-Off Classic. Bulldogs will play for third place tomorrow at 2 o'clock. They'll play the winner of this DuQuoin and Chester game. The player of the game is highlighted by First Mid Bank and Trust. We need a partner you can bank on. Count on the great folks at First Mid Bank and Trust in Carmi. Obviously, I think overall, you got to say Kyrie Slukins. I mean, the difference he made, 35 points. I mean, I wouldn't say Carmi let him score 35. He went out and got 35. And it's not often a play that happens to Southern Illinois.
Yeah, when you score about 65 to 70% of your team's total points, you know you're having an impact on the game. And I mean, he's one of the best players in Southern Illinois, and I think he was one last year, and he's just even proven it even more so this year.
As for Carmi, though, I think you could give that to a lot of guys, but I think just as the team in general, we need to see more, and I hope we're going to see more of the Carmi team we saw tonight. Together, a team effort. 3 guys scoring 15-plus points, and the other guys, your Cade Stocktons, your Trey Dixons, Mason Haywoods, Merrick Milhorns, playing with effort off the bench or whatever it may be. And tonight was the Carmi team I think we expected to see as this season started, and as we're going to see the team we're going to see as the season moves along.
Yeah, if you get this type of defensive effort from anyone who was in the game, they were up and guarding hard, and this is a very athletic team, probably one of the most athletic teams we will see all year. And the type of effort and the type of ball movement they had there in that third quarter when they were getting things going to the basket, passing, cutting, setting good hard screens, that's the type of Carmi team we expected to see to start, and hopefully that's the one we get from here on out.
It's a reminder of what's to come for the next 7 days or so here from WRUL. We'll be here tomorrow. Roger Hobbs will be in my spot, coming back out of retirement for the 100th time to call some Bulldog basketball with Travis. That will be at 2 o'clock tomorrow as they take on, again, DuQuoin or Chester. Then on Monday, the girls will be at home. We'll have that one as they take on Fairfield. That will be next week is all YouTube and radio broadcast. So girls at home on Monday, boys at North City on Tuesday, and then boys at Flora on Friday. Travis, anything else you want to say before we hit the road? Long drive home back?
That is a very long drive home. Good night to the Bulldog fans out there, and a great game. Hopefully we can take home some hardware tomorrow.
Yeah, a 5-point loss stinks, obviously, but a lot to positives to take away from if you're Carmi moving forward. Well, big thanks to Hayden Winkleman back at the WRUL studio. For Travis Black, I'm Cole Carter saying thank you for listening to Bulldog Basketball on 97.3 WRUL.
Did you know Wabash?
You folks are clear.
All right. Thank you, Haley.
You're very welcome. And once again, we have like 20 minutes of ads.
I figured.
I just get to sit here.
It's probably going to be like that all season because we've got a bunch of sponsors.
Yeah, I guess that's a good problem to have.
It is. It most certainly is.
I'm just not used to it. It's kind of, I think at the last game I sat here for 12 minutes.
Well, honestly, can you not just put them all like in order to play?
Well, they are, but we have to manually make sure that they all play and check them off for liability reasons. So I do have to actually sit and make sure they all play. And then I have to, when they're officially done, mark that as the end of the broadcast.
Gotcha.
So, unfortunately, I know. For Saturday morning sports show, we don't have to do that, but for this one, we do.
Gotcha.
So.
All right. Well, have a good weekend, Haley. I'll talk to you next week.
Who's doing tomorrow?
So Roger's filling in for me, and then Scott is doing it.
Okay,
there.
Scott's going to be here. I was like, I didn't know if I was working or not. So, all right. Have a good weekend. See you next week.
For their wonderful parade entry and winning the Roaring 20s theme parade, as well as our brand new Corn King and Queen, Aiden, Jordan, and Ansley.